Yesterday I received a phone call from HR, my direct manager, and his manager, and I was laid off.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about a lot of other workers are being laid off from their jobs. So I've put the stitches together so that you watch. I'll be back to share my true sense.
Yesterday I received a phone call from HR, my direct manager, and his manager, and I was laid off. I've worked for this company in this position for over 4 years. Now, I won't, I'm not going to make it seem like it was a miserable experience. I enjoyed my job. I felt like I was treated with respect by the company. I had some major family issues happen. I had no issues when I needed to take time off to deal with those family issues. I felt like my direct management was super supportive. Anyone above them sucked ass. I'll be quite straight with you. So yeah, I received a phone call from the three of them sitting in one room together, and I was laid off. I was offered to go from a full-time position to a part-time position, meaning 24 hours or less per week, losing all of my benefits, including any 401k, health benefits, dental, vision, disability, any of that. I would lose everything. Or I could take the L, and they would give me 60 days severance package where I kept my health benefits for 60 days, and I would be paid 40 hours a week at my current rate of pay for 60 days. At the end of that 60 days, that's it. Done. So they're trying to give me time to find a new position within the company. No, thank you. And I'm not going to tell you what company it is. I mean, if you pay close enough attention, you can figure it out. But I will say that I am only one of thousands of people who are going to experience this, who have experienced this. And yesterday I was really upset and scared, panicked. Like I said, I'm a single mom. I'm doing this all on my own. But as time went on, I realized this is an opportunity. This country's going to shit. And this is my opportunity to do something that makes a difference in people's lives. Not just individuals' homes or their individual projects, but really make a difference in people's lives. So, I've applied for school to go back to college and hopefully earn a degree in somewhere in the medical field. Not insurance, actually patient care, because that's what I care about is patients. I've applied to various companies and organizations for community outreach. And I encourage you to do the same. I don't care. I'm very money motivated right now, just because that's what I need in my life right now, is I need money. I need to pay my bills. I need to take care of my child. I need to help my son take care of his child, my older son. But let me tell you this. You're not going to break me. You're not going to break me. I took a beat. I had a good cry. Woke up with puffy eyes. You're not going to break me. So I'm coming back with a vengeance. And I've got plans, and I've got goals, and I want to make a difference in my community. And so this is my opportunity. You can't stop me.
It's been 1 week since I've been laid off from my job, and I'm reading job descriptions on LinkedIn, and they're not even like red flags really necessarily. I just don't want to. I don't. I'm 46. I've done a lot of different shit in my life, but I don't think I can do the corporate stuff anymore. I don't. My husband's a dog trainer. I'm gonna go be dog trainer with him.
Manager fires the 96-year-old worker. Customers take action. A 96-year-old man named Charles had been working at the local supermarket for over 30 years. All the customers and his co-workers adored him. But everything changed when the local supermarket hired a new manager. The manager had only been there for a couple of weeks when he began to notice the 96-year-old. Because Charles was elderly, he would work a little bit slower than the other co-workers. The manager noticed this and decided to call Charles into his office. He gave Charles a warning and said that if he doesn't work faster, that he would get fired. But because Charles was 96 years old, he was not able to work as fast as everyone else. So because of this, the manager fired him. Charles was very loved by his customers and his co-workers. They even threw a 96-year-old birthday party for him. And when they found out the news that Charles had been fired, they immediately went into action. His customers and co-workers created a GoFundMe to raise money for Charles. They raised over $100,000 for him to comfortably retire. Not only that, they got over 200 signatures for a petition to give to the manager for him to be rehired. However, Charles turned down the opportunity and did not want to go back to work.
This is what's been going on the last 8 weeks. When I had a job, I was looking for another job, and I would go on interviews and they would offer me the job at a certain amount of money and I would accept it during the interview. Then they would send me the final offer and it would be $6 to $10 less an hour. I'm not going to work for a company that's lying right off the bat. Then I did find a job and I took it. They said it's 9 to 5, no weekends, you make this amount of money an hour. Well, I get the job, 2 days later they pull me in, they say, hey, we found out you've got a part-time job. You're going to have to quit that part-time job or have the hours changed because we do not accept that. So I'm like, okay, cool. I had the hours changed. And while I was working for this company, I found out that people started working at 4 in the morning, worked till 1 in the morning, no lunch breaks, no breaks whatsoever, working 7 days a week. Well, a week later, they fired me anyway. They said, you're not what we want working for this company. Get out of here and don't ever come back. I'm like, cool, okay. So I started applying for more jobs. There were companies that would say, we will get back with you because you're the best candidate so far. They would never get back with me. I would send an email and call and try to find out what the status is. They would never respond. There were companies that hired me and told me to go to training center. I would go to the training center. No one's at the training center. I'm told, come in on Saturday then. I'm like, Saturday? I've already got plans. They said, okay, come in next week. They never would get back with me and tell me what day to come in. Then they would start calling me at 4 in the morning and at 10 at night, wanting to know why I'm not at work and that I'm on the work schedule. I'm like, you guys never even hired me. So I gave up on them because they were just goofing around. Then there's companies that say, you know, during the application process, pay us $24 an hour, but when you get into it, it's only $12 an hour. Then there's companies that say their benefits is 30 hours of overtime a week, paying $8.50 an hour. Then there's been companies that sent me an email saying, we've decided to move on and hire someone else. Then 2 or 3 days later, I would get emails from that exact company through Indeed saying, you need to apply for this job. You're a perfect candidate for this. Well, then they didn't hire the person that they said they did. They just lied to me. They didn't want to hire me. These companies are gaslighting everybody. They're lying throughout the application process and the hiring process and all this and that. And then they get on the news and newspapers and TV and stuff and say they can't find good help or good workers. No one wants to work for these companies because they're going through the same problem I'm going through. They're just gaslighting, manipulative, narcissistic type of people. It is absolutely gross. That's why these companies can't find anybody to work.
Okay, it's freaking time. I'm done being in the shitter about losing my job, and I'm so ready to manifest my next career move. This job market is absolute trash though. My For You page has sent me down a rabbit hole of how bad it actually is. But I gotta figure out something. I had someone say to me the other day, how are you gonna reinvent yourself? You are in your 40s, you're an adult. My response is it's truly never too late in life to figure out something that you actually love to do. So we're gonna do it. I may fail a couple of times, question what it is that I'm doing, but I know that I'm gonna get myself up every day, get my ass dressed, and hold myself accountable. So I'm excited for this little journey, and if there's anyone out there that's in the same boat, wants to share what they're working towards, what they have worked towards that succeeded, and what they're doing that they love in life, I'm here to listen. Let's all support and grow with each other. That tastes like dog shit.
So that's the video, guys. I'm just here also to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video. Okay, most of the older workers are getting laid off. So these layoffs are coming from all the industries. When you look left and center, you're going to find that people from tech, I've seen tech layoffs, about 21,000 workers, and the last layoff was about 9,000 and the other one was 6,000. So in the part of 6 months, tech industry like Microsoft laid off about 15,000 of his workers. Okay, so I also see like Walmart also laying off people. We've seen people from Meta being laid off, Google, all these like big company where people are working, they're being laid off. And when you look at the age, most of the people were laid off were, you find that people in their 40s are being laid off. And mostly in these layoffs which are happening, you find that someone, they were told like they're restructuring their company, downsizing, But these are just corporate way. Let's just face it. These are just corporate way to tell you that we no longer need your services. Okay, we no longer need you at this company. Go try somewhere else. But it's so hard to start again at 50 or 60 to start looking for work, because you have to like to start making your resume again. And for you just to land a job, it's very hard, because most of the companies, they don't even need you. Okay, when you when you're applying for a job in your 40s, like the company can actually just tell you that, oh, we can't get you because you're overqualified. Like we've just heard, like this is just a new normal where people just come here and say it open, say the company told me I'm overqualified. But if these companies are making people go, or maybe they're being fired from their jobs, where are they expecting these people to start work? Because even the other companies, they can't even take these people anymore. And this is how it shows that you don't have to be loyal to a company. Like you learn to not to be loyal to a company. Don't think that this company, these are your relatives or something. Always be looking out there, because the moment you get laid off, you do like you get this just heartbreak which just happens. And I always tell you, stop being loyal to these companies. You have to be looking while you're working. Okay, so let's get back to our economy. As much as these companies are laying people off, the economy is not good at this point. Okay, we've seen everything going high, starting from rent, going to food, going to gas, everything, literally all the basic needs that going up. And I know, like, we've seen a lot of videos where people saying, I don't even know what I'm going to pay rent next month, because this shows that people are living paycheck to paycheck. People can't save money anymore because of this economy. People have been working every day, every month they get paid, but this paycheck can't even sustain them. They only get the paycheck, pay every bill, and they have nothing like to save anymore. So they don't even have money for any emergency. When they get laid off, it's very hard to start thinking like, what am I going to pay my next rent? And it's so heartbreaking to see single mothers being involved. Most of the people I've seen, that single mothers, they depend on one paycheck, and this company just let go them like that. So it's very hard. Like even the mental health of these older workers, they're not okay. And what does this send us as younger workers? Okay, this is a wake-up call to picture yourself in this, because when you reach in your 40s, these companies are also going to let you go like that. Because if you let this happen, or if we let this happen, like continue doing like this, where when you reach in your 40s, your 50s, your work is in danger. If we just continue like keeping quiet, you just feel like it's normal. It's gonna happen to you again. Even if you're a younger worker, it will happen to you. It can even happen to anybody when they reach that age. So I think we need like strong laws, which is going to protect, or rights, which is going to protect the employees from these layoffs. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're in your 40s, you're able to run well, you're qualified, you have the right to work. Okay, not no one has the right to stop your work. Okay, so if you've been working good in this company, you did your best in this company, and the company just want to let you go like that, it's unfair. It's not. And being in your 40s, like, it's very hard to find jobs. It's very, very hard. So I think we need just the rules which should protect the workers. I feel like our workers are not protected enough. That's a thing. So another thing that I want to talk about, you guys, is that if you've been laid off from your work, I'm sending you hugs. I'm sending you hugs. Yeah, so it happens. You just have to dust yourself, pick yourself up, and start looking for another job. It is well. Okay, bye.